Bravery is not common in this world, and so loyalty, honor, obedience, they set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
Of course, Dr. Rizzi. You again.
Mafia: The Old Country is the next big thing from Hangar 13, and it's taking us all the way back to where it began, in early 1900s Sicily. The game puts you in the shoes of Enzo Favara, a young guy who's had a rough start working in brutal sulfur mines, but everything changes when he gets pulled into the Teresi crime family. It's not just about guns and cars this time, it's about legacy, blood, and what it really costs to rise in the underworld. You'll see how the Mafia first formed, how the codes and power structures started, and the choices that shaped it all. There's horseback riding, fistfights in dusty backstreets, and shootouts with old-school revolvers. The game's built on Unreal Engine 5, so everything looks stunning, gritty, real, and full of atmosphere. If you've ever wondered how the Mafia really began, this is your story. Mafia: The Old Country hits PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S on August 8th, 2025.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason. I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I think you heard before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey. Hands above your head, now!
You, stay. New beginnings.
Trust me, this place is just the start for us. Ring the bell! Stop, Jimmy! The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, we're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got it? Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Fine.
We got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby.
Come to Bill's Ammunition today. We got more guns than all else.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
GTA 6, developed by Rockstar Games, is the next major installment in the iconic open-world crime series. Set in the fictional state of Leonida, a satirical take on Florida, the game returns to Vice City, a vibrant Miami-inspired metropolis, and expands into new regions like the Leonida Keys and Mount Calaga National Park. The story centers on Jason Duval, a former soldier entangled in the drug trade, and Lucia Caminos, the series' first female protagonist, recently released from prison. Their partnership, reminiscent of Bonnie and Clyde, leads them into a sprawling criminal conspiracy that challenges their bond and survival. While specific gameplay details remain under wraps, trailers showcase a richly detailed world with diverse environments, dynamic weather, and a variety of vehicles, including luxury cars, motorcycles, and boats. The game also hints at social media satire and modern cultural references, maintaining the franchise's signature tone. GTA 6 is scheduled for release on May 26, 2026 for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. A PC version is anticipated but has not yet been officially announced.
A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
Who are you? I thought we killed your whole family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry it came to this, little wolf.
Situ Rainu. Why do you always call me that?
It means one who is easily lost in the hunt.
Ghost of Yōtei is the upcoming action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, serving as a spiritual successor to Ghost of Tsushima. Set in 1603, over 300 years after the original game, players assume the role of Atsu, a female warrior on a quest for vengeance against the Yōtei Six, a group of masked outlaws responsible for her family's death. The game is set in the mountainous region of Izo, modern-day Hokkaido, offering a vast open world with diverse biomes, including snowy forests and grasslands. Players can explore the environment on foot or horseback, engage in dynamic combat using a variety of weapons like the Odachi, Kusarigama, and dual katanas, and undertake bounties to fund their journey. Ghost of Yōtei is scheduled for release on October 2nd, 2025, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox. A moment where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Welcome to Red Rock. Man, is it always this hot? You'll get used to it. Sort of. Not really. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, huh? The latest model.
Interesting.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
You still haven't given us clearance for launch.
Give me access to the back-end system of my city bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test the existential potential of man with machine.
This city loves me, Marco. I can spin this like I always do.
I will not let them fucking stop me!
MindsEye is an upcoming single-player action-adventure thriller developed by Build a Rocket Boy and published by IO Interactive. Set in the near-future desert metropolis of Red Rock, the game follows Jacob Diaz, a former soldier equipped with a mysterious neural implant called the MindsEye. Haunted by fragmented memories, Jacob embarks on a quest to uncover the truth behind his past and the implant's origins. The game offers a cinematic experience with high-octane driving, explosive combat, and a richly detailed world. Players will navigate a society where artificial intelligence and unchecked military power shape every encounter. MindsEye also introduces characters like Marco Silva, the tech genius behind Silva Industries, and Shiva Vega, the power-hungry mayor of Red Rock. MindsEye is scheduled for release on June 10th, 2025, and will be available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Focus your attention. What do you see?
Giant. Sleeping.
Again.
Animals. Fighting.
Again.
Stay focused. Stay cautious.
Such is our calling.
Good thing I was around. Traveler.
Cronos, The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed and published by Bloober Team, the studio behind The Medium and the Silent Hill 2 remake. Set in a dystopian future, players assume the role of a traveler working for the Enigmatic Collective, navigating a world where Eastern European brutalism meets retro-futurist technology. The narrative unfolds across two timelines: a post-apocalyptic future ravaged by a cataclysmic event known as the Change, and 1980s-era Poland under martial law. Players must traverse time rifts to extract key individuals from the past, combating grotesque creatures known as orphans that can merge into more formidable abominations if not properly disposed of. Gameplay emphasizes strategic combat with limited resources, requiring players to burn fallen enemies to prevent them from merging. The game draws inspiration from titles like Dead Space and Resident Evil, offering a challenging experience without an easy mode. Cronos. The New Dawn is slated for release in 2025 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Absolutely.
Epsilon 11 sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
Hell Is Us is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Nacon. Set in the war-torn country of Hadea, players assume the role of Remé, a United Nations peacekeeper who returns to his homeland to uncover the truth about his past amidst a mysterious calamity that has unleashed supernatural creatures known as Hollow Walkers. The game emphasizes exploration without traditional aids like maps or quest markers, encouraging players to rely on environmental cues and conversations to navigate the semi-open world. Combat is melee-focused, requiring players to master various weapons such as swords, polearms, and axes, each with distinct attack styles. Remy is also equipped with a drone that can distract enemies, adding a strategic layer to encounters. Hell Is Us explores themes of human emotion and the cyclical nature of violence, aiming to provide a mature and immersive narrative experience. Hell Is Us is scheduled for release on September 4th, 2025, and will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is the highly anticipated sequel to Hideo Kojima's genre-defying epic. Developed by Kojima Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, this action-adventure game continues the story of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he embarks on a new mission to save humanity from extinction. Set in a world still reeling from the events of the first game, Sam joins forces with returning characters like Fragile and Higgs, and new faces such as Tomorrow, Rainey, and Neil. The game delves deeper into themes of connection and isolation, reflecting on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which inspired Kojima to rework the narrative. Gameplay enhancements include a more reactive world, open-ended encounter design, and expanded traversal options. players will navigate treacherous terrains, confront otherworldly enemies, and build structures to aid in their journey. The game also features asynchronous multiplayer elements, allowing players to interact indirectly by sharing resources and structures. Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is set to release exclusively for PS5 on June 26, 2025.
Must be here somewhere.
It's all right.
Lunka! Don't hurt her!
You gave us quite the chase, young.
Please, sir. She's just a child!
Roderick, remind me, did I make an exception for children?
No, sire.
No. That would have been foolish, would it not? They spread the plague just as well as adults. And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness.
No!
Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon, things might have ended.
Lunka! My sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please. I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilled carelessly like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is an upcoming single-player open-world dark fantasy RPG developed by Rebel Wolves, a studio founded by former CD Projekt Red veterans, and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Set in the 14th century kingdom of Vale Sangora, the game follows Cohen, a young man transformed into a Dawnwalker, caught between human and vampire, as he strives to save his family within a 30-day time frame. Players will navigate a richly detailed world inspired by Eastern European folklore, facing moral dilemmas and political intrigue. The game introduces a unique time as a resource mechanic, where each quest advances time, making choices impactful and playthroughs unique. Developed using Unreal Engine 5, The Blood of Dawnwalker is slated for release on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. While an exact release date hasn't been announced, the game is anticipated to launch in 2025.
Status report.
Doesn't look too good either.
What is that?
You cooling all right? My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started.
Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? No! You can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Directive 8020 is an upcoming sci-fi survival horror game developed and published by Supermassive Games, known for titles like Until Dawn and The Quarry. This game marks the beginning of Season 2 in the Dark Pictures anthology. Set in the year 2250, the story follows the crew of the colony ship Cassiopeia, which crash lands on Tau Ceti F, a planet 12 light-years from Earth. As they attempt to establish a new home for humanity, they encounter a shape-shifting alien organism capable of mimicking its prey, leading to paranoia and mistrust among the crew. Players will navigate this tense environment through a third-person perspective, making critical decisions that affect the narrative's outcome. The game introduces new stealth mechanics and tools like the scanner and wedge tool to detect and evade threats. Featuring actress Lashana Lynch as pilot Brianna Young, Directive 8020 offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, allowing up to 5 players to experience the story together. The game is scheduled for release on October 2nd, 2025, and will be available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it.
Weapon is a hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I've got away with celestial tech.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Many thanks again for your help.
You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Exodus is an upcoming sci-fi action RPG developed by Archetype Entertainment, a studio formed by former BioWare veterans. Set in the distant future, humanity has fled a dying Earth, seeking refuge in the hostile Centauri cluster. Players assume the role of the Traveler, embarking on interstellar missions to secure alien technology and ensure humanity's survival. The game emphasizes intense third-person combat, combining gunfights and melee encounters. Exploration is key, with players navigating diverse planets, uncovering ancient ruins, and interacting with various societies. A unique feature is the time dilation mechanic. While missions may take days for the traveler, years or even centuries pass for those left behind, leading to evolving relationships and changing worlds upon return. Companions play a significant role, each with distinct abilities and narratives, influencing both combat and story outcomes. Choices made during missions have lasting consequences, affecting civilizations and personal bonds. The game's universe is further enriched by its tabletop RPG, The Traveler's Handbook, offering deeper insights into its lore. Exodus is slated for release in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.